It started before dawn on June 13. Explosions lit up the sky in Tehran. Iran's state media aired footage of burning buildings. Eyewitnesses in Niavaran and Farahzad caught the chaos on camera. Within hours, Israel confirmed it had launched airstrikes on Iranian nuclear and military sites. The operation was codenamed Rising Lion. A rare video from Mossad showed what it claimed were Israeli agents operating inside Iran, planting devices to destroy air defense systems. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Israel would strike for as many days as it takes to eliminate the threat from Iran's nuclear program.
Moments ago, Israel launched Operation Rising Lion, a targeted military operation to roll back the Iranian threat to Israel's very survival. This operation will continue for as many days as it takes to remove this threat.
From Washington, Donald Trump weighed in. He posted a dramatic message online, warning Iran to make a deal or face much worse. He claimed Iranian hardliners were already dead and promised more destruction. That same day, Iran confirmed that 6 nuclear scientists and top military commanders, including IRGC leaders Hossein Salami and Mohammad Bagheri, had been killed. Nuclear facilities at Natanz and Isfahan were hit. At Fordow, a site buried deep within a mountain, Iran claimed its core infrastructure had been moved before the strike. The UN's nuclear watchdog said there were no elevated radiation levels.
At present, the competent Iranian authorities have confirmed that the Natanz enrichment site has been impacted and that there are no elevated radiation levels.
But satellite images showed clear damage at Natanz. Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, declared that Israel had triggered a war and would not escape the consequences. Iran's President Mossad Pezeshkian promised Israel would regret its actions, while insisting Iran had always pursued peace. That night, air raid sirens echoed across Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. Iranian missiles were intercepted but some hit their targets. By June 14, Iranian strikes killed civilians and injured dozens in central Israel. Drone footage showed destroyed homes in Rishon LeZion. In Tehran, more Israeli strikes followed. An oil refinery caught fire, and rescuers pulled the injured from collapsed buildings. Women, children, and the elderly were among the casualties. Iran's foreign minister said its actions were defensive and warned that Iran didn't want war to spread beyond its borders, unless forced. In Israel, entire apartment blocks lay in ruins. Prime Minister Netanyahu visited strike sites, promising Israel would keep hitting back. By June 16, Iranian missiles reached deeper into Israeli territory. In Petah Tikva, CCTV captured the moment a missile exploded near high-rises, killing 3 people. Even Iranian state TV wasn't spared. A live broadcast was interrupted by a direct hit. The anchor fled mid-sentence as dust filled the studio. The same building, home to Iran's broadcasting headquarters, burned into the night. Trump made his position clear: Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. It's very simple. Ayatollah Khamenei responded, Iran would not accept an imposed peace or surrender. By June 19, the White House said Trump would decide within 2 weeks whether the U.S. would fully join Israel's military campaign.
I have a message directly from the president, and I quote, "Based on the fact that there's a substantial chance of negotiations that may or may not take place with Iran in the near future, I will make my decision whether or not to go within the next 2 weeks."
Meanwhile, B-2 stealth bombers, capable of carrying America's 30,000-pound bunker-buster bombs, were now in play. These are the only weapons known to possibly destroy facilities like Fordow. On June 19, Iran's Arak nuclear site was hit. Smoke was seen rising in the distance. The IAEA said it had been damaged, though no radioactive material was inside. That same morning, Iran struck back. Missiles hit Soroka Medical Center in Beersheba, injuring at least 40 people. Parts of the hospital collapsed. Netanyahu said Israel's goal was not regime change but warned that the Iranian system was now destabilizing. On June 21, Iran's foreign minister warned that if the US joined in, the war could become very dangerous for everyone.
Unfortunately, we have heard that the US may join this aggression. That would be very unfortunate, and I think that would be very, very dangerous for everybody. Thank you so much.
By day's end, the US had already acted. President Trump announced massive precision strikes on Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan. He said Iran's nuclear program had been obliterated.
Thank you very much. A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the 3 key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime: Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan.
Netanyahu called it a bold decision that will change history.
Congratulations, President Trump. Your bold decision to target Iran's nuclear facilities with the awesome and righteous might of the United States will change history.
But the week's violence left cities across Iran and Israel in ruins, and the region on edge. What began as a covert strike has now become an open war, with the world watching what comes next.